Hi, this is Dee-Dee Devon from Divine Intervention Lifestyle and Nutrition Health Coaching. Today, I'm going to share with you my best quick tip to trick your sympathetic nervous system on how to relax in 2 minutes. Why is this important? Well, if you're like almost every other woman I know who would like to lose weight, especially around their midsection, it's going to be nearly impossible if you are living with chronic, even a low level of stress daily. A little heads up, this video is going to last about 15 minutes long because first, I want to explain to you why it's so important and second, how to do it. So you want to watch it till the end, and I purposely saved it for the weekend, so hopefully you'll have more time. And if your first thought was, I don't have time for this, then by all means, you are living in a stressed state and can't afford not to hear what I have to say. Digestive stress is about 25% what you eat and 75% who you are being when you eat. Are you moving at warp speed, constantly eating on the go, multitasking during the meal, engaging in gossip? Well, these are all ways in which we feed the stress response. Eating under stress is not only commonplace, it's socially acceptable and often a prerequisite for managing a job, a family, or having a life. Stress is the opposite of relaxation. When do we feel stressed? Mostly when we're moving too fast. So if you've been working on a stronger metabolism or have been trying to lose weight by eating great and exercising regularly but have not achieved success, there's one basic reason: you are moving too fast. When moving through life too fast, we inevitably eat fast, which destroys our metabolism and creates digestive upset. It results in meals eaten under a physiological stress response, which diminishes our calorie burning power. The slower you eat, the faster you metabolize. The more relaxed you are throughout your day, the more energy you'll have. So that 3 p.m., 4 p.m. slump that happens, it's because we're sprinting through the day and then we have to rest and recuperate. So we get this sleepy, foggy brain, can't do anything, feeling. And that's when we end up binging or turning to something that will provide us with pleasure because we're not getting enough pleasure throughout our day. We're just stressing. So you can eat the healthiest meal on the planet, but if you eat in a stressed out, anxious state, your digestion is dramatically diminished. Have you ever had the experience of eating a full meal and still being hungry, like you just can't get satiated? That is a good sign that the stress response is on and your body isn't assimilating the nutrients. So let's talk about the connection between stress and metabolism. The autonomic nervous system is responsible for digestive activity. And there are two branches, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic is also known as the rest and digest response. This is the optimal state for digestion. When the parasympathetic is activated, our metabolic power goes up. The sympathetic is also known as fight or flight. This is our stress response. When we're stressed out, our digestion shuts down, and the classic textbook example of that is if a lion were chasing you after lunch, you wouldn't be so concerned about digesting your sandwich. The sympathetic nervous system would act effectively to shut down digestion, direct blood flow away from the belly and out to your arms and legs for quick moving and up to your brain for quick thinking. Now, this is a brilliant mechanism in place for our survival. But while most of us do not have to confront lions on our lunch hour, we do encounter stress. And on a physiological level, your body doesn't differentiate between a lion chasing you or your boss yelling at you or getting tense in a traffic jam. One is life threatening, the other is not. But guess what? On a physiological level, they are the same. They both trigger the body to shut off digestion and store fat, and this decreases our metabolic power. Now, you may have heard of a hormone called cortisol. This is a hormone that is released when we are stressed out. Studies show that increased cortisol in the system leads to fat accumulation. People who tend to gain weight primarily in the belly likely experience chronic low-level stress, as cortisol production has a strange effect of fattening up the belly. Make sense? So, as cortisol goes up, you will create fat accumulation in the belly. And we've all seen it. I'm sure you've seen people who may have skinny arms and legs, yet they tend to carry all their weight in their belly. That's the classic look of stress. If the if the body is even in a low-level stress state most of the time, then you may lose a few pounds here and there, but ultimately no amount of calorie counting or treadmilling will get you where you want to go. Your task is to do something of great difficulty, and that is to relax. Some people use anxiety and stress to motivate themselves to lose weight. For example, if I don't lose 8 pounds, I'm not going to the reunion. If I don't go to the gym 4 days this week, then I'm not going to get a massage. Does this work? No. It might work once or twice, but it doesn't really work. It's because it's not sustainable. The point is, worrying and stressing about weight loss or healing is totally counterproductive. To boost metabolism, you must relax and stop producing so much cortisol. Bam. Now, has anyone ever told you to just relax? Yeah, sure, right. A lot easier said than done. So what's the number one way to stop producing so much cortisol? The answer is to slow down. If you eat breakfast in 5 minutes, make it 10. If you normally take 10 minutes, bump it up to 15. Aim to give yourself at least 20 minutes for lunch and dinner. Optimize your home and work schedules as best you can to provide yourself with more time. Commit to providing yourself the gift of more time at each meal. And as best as you can, enroll your family, coworkers, and boss in creating more time and relaxation around your meals. But what if I don't have time to do that? As promised, the good news is that it takes less than 2 minutes to de-stress the body and move into maximum nutritional metabolism. So you can eat stress-free anywhere at any time and tap into your metabolic power instantly. Now, how do we do this? We're going to trick your central nervous system, and the shortcut to turn off stress and activate a physiologic relaxation response is conscious breathing. Whew, that's a mouthful. When we are in a stressful state, we consciously adopt the deep and rhythmic breathing pattern characteristic of the relaxed state. So we can fool the central nervous system. The brain says something like, hey, I thought I was a nervous wreck, but I'm breathing like a relaxed person. I must be relaxed. And so the result is a shift from a state of low digestive activity to full digestive force. Now, I've watched many people cure heartburn, IBS, constipation, fatigue, all by regularly using this simple technique at every meal or snack. So anytime food is about to cross your lips, ask yourself, am I eating under stress? And if the answer is yes, pause and take 10 slow, deep, rhythmic breaths. How do I do this? I inhale for the count of 5. I hold at the top for a count of 5, and then I exhale a little bit slower to the count of 7. Let's try this now so you can see how it feels. Go ahead and sit in a comfortable position. Your spine is straight, feet flat on the floor. Your eyes can be opened or closed. Ready? Go ahead and inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it at the top for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, as you're breathing consciously and rhythmically, try to tap into your senses, your feet on the floor, your butt on the chair, the air going through your nose, the light under your eyes, and repeat this 10 times, and this will only take you 2 minutes, and it's guaranteed a zip line to relaxation. And you can do this anywhere, anytime, and I love it because it's free. Breathing before and during meals is a great way to help you become a relaxed eater and boost your metabolic power. And you can do this in your car, at work, before bed, even when there's chaos going on throughout your day. Pay attention to who you are being. Can you relax into the chaos? Be in the eye of the storm. Some people say, but if I relax, I won't get so much done. Relaxing isn't necessarily about non-doing, it's about who are you being. So practice conscious breath throughout the day and working in rhythm of relaxation. You'll find that you're more focused, more productive, and more energized. It's very exhausting to be in this stressed out state all the time. You're using up a lot of energy and still storing a lot of fat. So I've been talking about how breathing increases power, your metabolic power, and there's one more really cool piece that I'd like to share with you about this, and we're almost done, I promise. Metabolism is really about heating up the body, and that's what burning calories are. When we eat the right foods, we feed the furnace. The breath helps us with the burn because it warms the body. Breathing in more oxygen, and you burn more fuel. It's simply by relaxing the breath, conscious breathing, your capacity for burning calories and fat burning goes up. Pretty cool, right? So to wrap up with a few action steps for fast-acting relief, try slowing down. Try to stretch your meals to 10, 15, 20 minutes. Enjoy the food, the texture, the flavor, savor it, and before you actually eat it. And when you get all of your senses involved, it's actually a more complete experience. That means that you're going to be satiated sooner, so you're not going to have to eat as much because your whole body is participating in the experience, which sends the message to your brain that the eating activity has been satisfied and is complete. And we can stop the eating activity and move on to the next thing. It kind of shuts down the appetite mechanism once the brain has been signaled. So if you eat breakfast in 5 minutes, make it 10. If you normally take 10 minutes, bump it up to 15. Give yourself at least 20 minutes for lunch and dinner. And lunch is the highest fat-burning time of the day when the sun is the highest in the sky, right? That's when our body temperature goes up, so you're stoking the furnace, and that's also when you should have your biggest meal of the day. So thank you for your patience. I hope you learned something, because if you can effectively manage your stress, it's the number one thing that changes everything. And if you'd like more support and accountability around creating healthy habits for creating a happy life, feel free to contact me. To your best health, namaste.